everyone, welcome to the channel. I am Jinsaru and I'm here to show off the Raichu build that I used for the Quaquaval Mighty Mark, in case you want to have a fun build to mess with. I did, it's the Alolan Raichu. It works well with like group, and I did do 2 solo matches. I ended up redoing one match for you guys because I ended up redoing the solo match for you guys because like the one that I did on stream was I think I had like Arcanine. I think there was more. I had Pokemon that were more helpful to Alolan Raichu. Where the second one I did, I only had Heracross, I think. So that one's more of like what you'll see during a match with during a fight with Alolan Raichu. So we'll go over the builds, and then we'll show you the solo match that I did. So enjoy the match, and then I'll see you guys at the end of the match. So we'll be right back. All right, so let's take a look at our Alolan Raichu here. We're giving it a shell bell just for HP recovery. We have it at 252 special attack and 252 defense, so that we can survive Quaquaval's moveset. For our moves, we have Nasty Plot, Skill Swap, Thunder we use during rain, and then Thunderbolt is our kind of move that we use throughout the whole fight. And then we also gave it Bold Mint to further help with our defense. Alright, we're about to get into this match. I'll kind of go over some of the moments here. Kind of just talk about kind of strategies that I was thinking about, or I mean, a lot of this stuff when I'm doing these builds, it's on the fly because I'm trying to figure out like what I can get away with, and I think this run was one of the smoother ones, one where like I was kind of doing things where I needed to do them. Of course, like our first move that we almost always use is the skill swap, so we're not hit by Moxie later, later on in the match. There was a strategy I was thinking about doing where I would skill swap for Moxie to give Quaquaval the Surge Surfer, but then there was a build that I was doing while I was doing that where I would do see, and I got knocked out. Actually, I got knocked out in this one for the solo. That's right. Where I could put down where I can activate. So I was thinking, like, I think I was thinking of giving him Surge Surfer, then stealing another skill from another Pokemon that's helping me, and then steal back Surge Surfer, and then activate it. So I can outspeed him, but it didn't look like I could outspeed him. I think he's just too fast. Another thing I was thinking about when I was building the Alolan Raichu was he has the ability, it's called Speed Swap, I think, but I think I need to do more. I need to look into how to get him Speed Swap, or if if Speed Swap is even available in Scarlet Violet. But that was one thing I was thinking about dealing with Quaquaval speed. The paralysis like really works in our favor here when it activates, and also like when he puts down rain, I was using thunder because it's 100% under rain, so that's cool. But unfortunately, we haven't been able to put up a nasty plot to really take advantage, or we're not also not terrad to take advantage of the thunder. I think here it does a little bit more damage. I wish I did have like a nasty plot up so I can regain more HP, but I'm not able to because it's all like kind of iffy here with my health. So I'm not able to. I don't feel comfortable using nasty plot until, especially since now I'm Terra. I'm not comfortable using nasty plot unless like I'm in the green, and I think um, there's moments in the fight where I do that. Going into the red was really was really scary. The heal tiers are cool, except for when they don't heal you for a good amount. So that heal tier was the worst because it only healed me about 40-50 points. And I wish it wasn't so random, right? Because like it really puts you, it really doesn't. Um, I mean, like there it allowed me to survive, but I had to do another heal cheer. And like I'm hoping here, I'm hoping like I hope this one's a good one, right? And I think it does give me a little bit more room to play with when it heals me for a good amount. Um, and it's not until you guys will see right now in a moment that like we start to do actual damage once we do our nasty plot, and we start to get more out of kind of like the danger zone of getting hit by his moves. Um, and the ice spinner is always like tough to take. And then we switch back to Thunderbolt because rain is gone. Uh, and so I would have wanted to have the nasty plot up when Thunder was up because we do more damage with Thunder. Um, but it's just all timing, right? It's all timing, like what you can do where. Um, you always have to kind of, uh, you know, substitute things in just in case, like to survive certain moves. And I think once we break the shield, which is probably our next move, it's things start to get better, and then we start to catch up to the timer, which is also something that while I was doing this, I was kind of starting to get worried about because we're running really low. And the other thought is like I don't want to get knocked out. I don't want to get knocked out because like the run's actually going pretty well, but we've kind of managed it. So we managed it well so far. In the other fight, I ran into the same problem where I would go with low health and just because his attack and defense were getting lowered, we were kind of regaining, and this was more true to what like Raichu can do in this fight. As in a group setting, he's actually really fun because when we were doing the group fights, we had like acid sprayers, and he would do like huge damage um, to Quaquaval, um, and so that was cool because there was almost like no worry um, with Alolan Raichu in those fights. And then we weren't able to do like a one shot, um, or we weren't able to try the one shot. Um, I think with Crocolore, for was it yeah, Crocolore, right? The last one, the last Mighty Mark, we were able to one shot him. I think I was using Manaphy for that one, and we were able to one shot him with like, acid spray and then helping hand and the attack cheer. Um, Here, I think like his attack speed and just how fast he can take out our members made it tougher to try to survive those initial moves. But all in all, like it's a fun fight. It's a fun fight. I'm glad I was able to do this Alolan Raichu, and like when it goes into the red, you're like, oh my god, it's like I can't believe I survived this. And luckily, like I did get some critical hits in times that I at certain times that really like kind of got me out of a tough spot. And I mean, he was hitting hard. He's bringing me down to 30, and luckily, like with this one, we finally like we take him out, and we win this fight. And there's that critical. Um, so it's fun. It's a fun It's a fun build. I like. I've always liked um, Raichu and Alolan Raichu. Um, and yeah, that's the fight. And yeah, and there we are. We got one bitter Herba Mystica. I think the whole night we got like three or something like that. Three was the most. I'm not sure if we ever got four. Uh, but it was a fun night to test this out, and then kind of redo the fight later on to see if I can actually solo it. And that was pretty much it. Some parts got kind of dicey. I think that's what was cool about that fight is just that like um it, you're kind of you're kind of I think the second I think I decided to throw in that second nasty plot because I just needed more damage and more heals, and so it ended up working out. It's kind of what I wanted to show what the Alolan Raichu could do. And um but there's obviously when you're soloing with like Alolan Raichu, there are gonna be matches where things go kind of really wrong. There were some where they knocked me out like on the first go, and I think usually it's about the help that's around the that Mighty Mark match. And so but I still think like it was fun to use Alolan Raichu. um, I love that he has like uh, the skill swap available because that's important. And overall, I think it's a fun build. It's not a build that you'd like farm with or anything like that because it does take a while. But I just kind of like these builds where you know it's more the question is more of like, can I win the Mighty Mark with this type of build? And so it was cool to kind of think of Alolan Raichu, um, because I did shiny hunt him a while back. I think when they had the event, I did shiny hunt him, and I did get like a few of them. And I've always wanted to use Alolan Raichu in like a Mighty Mark fight. So, and we were able to do that. So, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for checking out the the video. Please like and subscribe, and also we'll see you on the next one. Aloha, adios, and goodbye. Bye.